back in February of 2016. There's a look at the home of the 49ers, Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Seattle Seahawks and the San Francisco 49ers. Hi again, everyone. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. And Charles, you take a look at these 49ers as they interplay here. They come into this one fresh off a victory that finally snapped a 6-game losing streak.
And there's nothing like that win that makes everyone happier in the locker room, better on the practice field, and they usually play a whole lot better that next game out as well.
Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Seahawks, it's late in the year. We all know it. We've seen the calendar for these guys. Their bodies could probably use a break, but they have to push on.
And they're really not as worried about that as maybe we think. They know they've got the entire offseason to rest. All they care about is the game in front of them and finishing strong. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. So here's the first drive now for the 49ers. And a glance here at their quarterback standing 6'3". When I was watching film this week, I had to write a note to myself. 3 touchdown passes in an NFL game deserves respect, not ho-hum just because they throw it around all the time. And he got his respect. NFC Offensive Player of the Week.
Yeah, it's the ultimate vote of confidence from a week ago. Hey, look, he was great. Not his best game ever, but obviously was very good to garner that award. All the talk this week, though, was about let's take that forward now. Throwing on first down. Brown. They'll find Paris Campbell. That's complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. It's a gain of a good safe pass there right off the bat.
That's almost a rhythm play. That's what we like to call it. Get them into rhythm early, something safe, something they're confident about, something they feel good. And once that's completed, then you just keep moving from there because the confidence elevates.
And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help. And
they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed. They really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
He'll get a dozen there, and it's a first down, 49ers.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. They'll run with Sanders. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
At the 41-yard line.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Sanders here as they run out of the gun. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 2 yards, good enough for a first. These two rivals played 2 of the better games in the NFL a season ago. You remember Week 17, it was Dre Greenlaw stopping Jacob Hollister at the 1 to preserve a 26-21 49er win. And that wound up both winning them the NFC West and earning them the #1 seed. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. A gain of 32 that time.
Execution was one of their watchwords leading up to this one. And on that play, able to execute brilliantly here on this opening drive.
Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. Back to throw. Brown. And it's complete. In the end zone. Touchdown 49ers. Deebo Samuel with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the 49ers drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. Robbie Gould on for the extra point. And the 49ers grab a 7-0 lead. So the drive winds up going 75 yards in 7 plays. And the end result for the 49ers, a touchdown. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Here's Coleman now to return. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. So out come the Seahawks now for their first possession. And they'll be led out by their quarterback, the former Louisville Cardinal, Teddy Bridgewater.
And the numbers were not pretty. I mean, they don't look right. When you throw 2 interceptions, no touchdown passes, there's no way to really make that work. But I thought there were a lot of positives in watching his game tape. I think he's close to putting out a good performance. Let's see if he can flip those numbers around in this game. And, of course, rally his team to a win.
First down, Bridgewater. That'll be caught. It's Steven Sims. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. 7 yards, the pickup there. Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3.
At the 27-yard line.
Now a man who played collegiately here in the Golden State, Rashad Penny. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. A look at the numbers from Penny last week. 8 carries, 57 yards.
They've lost a bunch of games in a row now. They've got to start thinking a little bit differently, maybe a little bit outside of the box. Find other ways to move the football. I don't know if you're going to do it in the air or maybe change up how you establish your run game. And
tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, it's hard to have vision as a runner and find a hole when there's nothing but defenders in your way. They stacked that one up really well. But give him credit. Instead of trying to bounce it out and turn it into a big play, which might have turned into a big loss, kind of just took his medicine there and took the 1 yard.
A throw complete to Dorsett. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
Penny, the first down carry, and he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Now Rashad Penny. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
Brings up 3rd down.
From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. And that's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
They're indeed going for it. Bridgewater. Aguilar has it. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th.
First down.
They go back to the ground now with Penny. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. After 7-0 on EA Sports.
Seahawks, nothing.
So maybe just a momentary setback on what's been a great drive so far, but 2nd and 13 here. Bridgewater dumps that off to Penny as running back. It'll be a gain of 4, and it'll be 3rd and 10 now.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
An extra DB for the 49ers now on 3rd. Here's Bridgewater. On the screen, this is Coleman. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. He loses 4, and it brings up 4.
I love the intelligence the defense just showed there. Read their keys, saw the screen developing, ran to it, and smothered it. What a 3rd down stop by them.
On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. Back out there comes the 49ers offense ready for their 2nd drive. Now, they'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. Means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on 2nd and a couple. They'll run. It's Sanders. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold.
Come on, QB, come on. 56, Mike, 50.
Operating from the gun, Brown. He's going to drop this down to Sanders. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Jordan Brooks on the tackle.
4 yards on the
At the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back there and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a big...
They're trying for Rager, but it's intercepted. Picked off by David Long. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Seattle.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Jason Myers now for the extra point. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Taken about 7 yards deep, and he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. And San Francisco gets set to go here. Brown now throwing after the interception. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete. Deebo Samuel was the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target. But he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw again. Brown. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure, or do they play coverage on this down?
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Looking to throw. Brown. And able to haul it in is Kittle. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. He'll get 17 on that one, and the Niners have a first down.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds it for the first down.
And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
Brown back to the air on 2nd down. Sanders has it over the middle. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
2nd down pass play got him 8 yards. Now they've got a 3rd and a couple remaining. They'll try and run for it with Sanders. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
I bet they thought they had picked that one up because it was a 3rd and 2 call, and they got awfully close. Now we're at 4th and inches. I wonder if they think they're feeling lucky here and maybe want to go pick it up.
No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20. Seattle's offense coming back onto the field, ready for their 2nd drive. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
Tackled by Emmanuel Mosley.
Brought down at the 23-yard line. It's a
now 2nd and 7 from the 23. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
7 yards there and a first down.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Bridgewater now. Left side complete to Lockett. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
Here's Bridgewater. And he's got Lockett. And he'll be stopped right at midfield.
Bridgewater's pass.
It's a gain of 15. First down, Seahawks.
A gain of 15. First down, Seattle.
Bridgewater now from the 50. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To the air again with Bridgewater. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off around the 37. That was just one of those interceptions from our perspective here. We got a good view at the 50-yard line mid-level that quarterback and receiver were not on the same page.
Just by his reaction, I'm talking about the quarterback, he expected something different from his receiver. Whether he expected him to break in, out, deeper, shorter, they'll determine that on the sideline. But bottom line, you can see that he thought he'd be in a different spot, except the defender was not his intended target.
Now Brown throwing on first down. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. Line of scrimmage, the 24. This is 2nd and 6. From the gun, Brown. That's complete to his receiver, Ayuk. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. George Kittle, as the first half is winding down, and the 49ers have now taken the lead. So a nice touchdown pass for the rookie there. And, you know, as they go down the stretch, look, they're not a playoff team. This is just confidence building and growth time for him, right?
Yeah, it's a game within the game, isn't it? Because every team wants to win all games on their schedule. But the development of this rookie quarterback is paramount for this team. So you're exactly right. Every rep, doesn't matter what the game, what the situation, what the score, valuable for him, valuable for his team as they look towards next year.
And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And it's polished off by a touchdown for San Francisco. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Here's Coleman now to return. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
First and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference. An abbreviated halftime show as we get rolling to quarter 3. The Seahawks trailing, but they will have possession first here as we resume action in the third quarter. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
24-yard line.
Second half begins with a run from Penny. And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
first down. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
From the gun, Bridgewater. Open man here, Sims complete. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 42. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
First down, Seahawks.
And again, it's Bridgewater. Short throw to Disley. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. They'll run with Penny. And he's going to have this pretty close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Niners 28. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
Gain of 5. First down, Seattle.
They keep it with Penny on first down. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 12-yard line. 16 yards, a first down.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. On the run, it's Penny. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Again, it's Penny. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. After a gain of 5, they'll wind up being about a length of the football short here on 3rd down.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But
and he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. Rashad Penny. His 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Seahawks just an extra point away from tying this thing up. Solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up. Meaning, when you get on a guy, you just stay right there, and each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Here's a look at the 49ers offense as they make their way out for their first possession of the 2nd half. And their lead has evaporated in this 3rd quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10.
Single, slot. Hey, you're on an island over there. You're on an island.
Back to throw. Brown. This draw complete to Rager. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down.
Well, we can talk about it like it's just a basic route, but how about the timing on this one? Lined up on the right, runs a deep in route, and how about the throw? Right on the money. Bam, puts it right in there and on his hands. Nice completion. Really good pickup.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Off the play fake. Brown winds up and lets it go for Samuel. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
Go, go, go. Mike 56, Mike 56.
On second down, it's Sanders. He'll take this from the 40 up to the 45 for a gain of 5. Now we're going to get a timeout here as it looks like there's a Seahawk injured on the play. We'll check on his status when we get back. It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on third down.
Let's see what you got. Check. 53.
Operating from the gun. Brown. Open man is Ayuk. Complete. And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. First down San Francisco, the pickup 14 yards.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
And he's going to get this pretty close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Seahawks 28. At 5 yards on the play there, as the drive will continue.
28-yard line.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. Now Sanders. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. From the gun, Brown. That is caught at the 7. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Catch number 44 on the year. It's a first down. I'll tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
A field goal could get him the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. Operating from the gun, Brown. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Brian Poole. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
They'll start on the ground. It's Rashad Penny. And he will forge his way forward only up to the 2-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
They'll run it again with Penny. And he was very fortunate there to get out of his end zone. He maybe got back to the 2-yard line. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. I don't know that you got a wealth of options here now. 3rd down from your 2.
The question is, how much confidence do you actually have in various aspects of your team? In your defense, in case things go wrong. In your quarterback to take care of the football. Your offensive line to protect it. If you're feeling pretty confident about all those things, you might take a shot right here.
And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Trying to find some space to operate, and now they'll have it. A gain of 12, a big first down to get away from the end zone.
And partner, in a tie game in the fourth quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars, and he came through with a nice catch right there.
So still backed up, but the situation not as dire now. 1st and 10 at the 14. Now it's Penny. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. The tackle by Eric Armstead. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
And this is 3rd down.
And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down. Out of the gun, Bridgewater. Short throw to Dissly. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You still have to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
He'll have a first down past the 40. And finally, down at the 41-yard line. First down, Seattle on a pickup of 13. Interior of that line blocked really well on that run, but also the 2 tight ends, they blocked well too.
Not only have they scouted the line of scrimmage, with their agility, they can get upfield and hit moving targets like linebackers, defensive backs. They do a really good job helping out the running game.
So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Bridgewater. They'll lock it with a grab over the middle. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
Now you're right on the edge of field goal range. You've still got time, but get up to the line of scrimmage and get set.
They'll run with Coleman on first down. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. They're making steady progress, but I see your face. You're worried about that clock.
I'm worried about the clock, and at some point, you have to have a splash play in there as well.
This has been a good march down the field, but now they're stuck looking at a 2nd and 14. Bridgewater to throw. He finds Dorsett. It's complete. And the 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in the 4th. Have an extra defensive back on the field. A nickel set for 3rd down. Now Bridgewater. Open man is Sims. He's got it. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. This is Penny. And they'll get him down right about the 20. And now the Niners going to signal for their third and final timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Penny. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
All right, my man, this is now where it's risk-reward. Because on defense, you've got to crowd the line of scrimmage. You've got to get in all the gaps, get up tight on everyone, and try and force the field goal attempt here. You can't let them break one big, but you know something, when you crowd the line of scrimmage, if they do pop one, it's going to go away.
Yeah, I was just saying, could take it to the house, but the magnitude of this possible upcoming field goal, every yard counts. He hasn't missed a kick all year. Why would he start now?
That's a great question, isn't it? Well, maybe because that was the most nerve-wracking kick he had to attempt all year, but he knocked it through just like it was an easy chip shot.
At their own 25-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. What do you do here down like this in this situation? Do you maybe just pick something out of the playbook you haven't called in a while, or you call it a day?
You can do that, or you pick something that's a staple for you and should work better and try and execute that on the way out the door and maybe get back to base and feel a little bit better as you end a ball game that's been a frustrating one for you.
And we'll see if they go back to base. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. He's back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that'll be incomplete as it's knocked away. But a penalty flag is down. So who's this going to be on?
You got to be smarter than that, man. Come on.
This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
And the 39-year-old veteran puts it right through. And in the 4th quarter, this game is tied. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's up.
The reason we ball for circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And they will play it safe here and bring this one out to the 25. San Francisco set to go on offense once more. The situation is simple. It is sudden death from here on out. We had 2 stops defensively. The next score, whatever it is, wins this game.
I can't wait to see how the defense decides to play this, because knowing that the next point you give up lose the game for you, I expect them to be more aggressive, not just play a normal situational defense, but go after them, attack them a little bit, because otherwise the offense is just trying to find their way to get downfield and kick a field goal. Don't sit back and wait for them to make their plays. I think the defense needs to go after them.
Charles Davis says maybe they go aggressive. That catch good for only a couple.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
On the draw, here's Sanders. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. It's a first down on a gain of 10. What makes a draw play like that successful?
Well, we did see where he made the first wave miss, and that was a big part of it. But a lot of it is just being actors back there, making the defense think it's going to be a pass.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Brown. That It's going to be caught by Samuel. And a loose football. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. And a costly mistake. Coaches talk so much about ball security, and in overtime, so paramount.
Partner, do you ever wonder if maybe they talk about it too much?
Too much, yeah.
Doesn't seem like you can, but maybe by discussing it time and time again, and you know they overemphasized it here, it almost became self-fulfilling.
And any points beat them here. Field goal or a touchdown now. That one, 28 yards on the ground. One thing that's great about watching him run, Charles, he doesn't hesitate. He got to the left side of his O-line and just went.
So there's two ways to look at that. One, just absolutely unconcerned, just takes off and goes. But more the latter, I think, which is he has absolute confidence in the guys in front of him, the guys doing the blocking for him. He just takes it and goes with abandon.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Here's a give to Penny. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. He's had some big runs in this game. Not there, though.
But I don't think they're going to be deterred by that play right there. He's had some nice runs in the game. And how many times have we seen a good running back get stopped, yet turn it into something big on a later carry? I'd stay with him.
On 2nd down now. It's Coleman. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. And that carry probably not so much for yardage, just to get the spot that you want to kick the field goal.
In any yardage game, there's really kind of gravy. And this just becomes what my old coach used to say. Get into position to be in position. And that's what they want. The right spot for their kicker to line up the field goal.
So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll be down to just one remaining as we step aside here in overtime. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. What can Bridgewater do in the OT? The quick slant caught. And the Seahawks are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Doesn't matter whether it's a zone coverage or man coverage, the drag route can be effective when it's run well.
It's Coleman here, and he is in for the score.